Why did the children of Adam begin to fear the silence of the sky? Why did the human heart once connected to the unseen start searching for something it could touch? Why did faith slowly melt into fear? Before this story moves forward, remember something important. This story is not distant. This story is not ancient. This story is yours. You are a child of Adam. This channel is your own channel. This journey belongs to you. Because through this story you will understand how humanity walked from Adam to this very moment. Stay with me, listen like you are remembering yourself. At the beginning the children of Adam lived under open skies. No walls, no temples, no idols, only the vast earth and the endless heavens. The Bible tells us that early humans walked with God and felt His presence in their lives. The Torah speaks of a time when humanity knew the command of the Creator clearly and directly. The Quran tells us that Adam was taught the names of all things and his children were born upon natural belief in one Creator. There was fear, but it was a healthy fear, a fear mixed with love. A fear that made hearts humble, not desperate. Then death arrived. The first grave changed everything. When a strong elder died. When a wise leader stopped speaking. When a protector stopped breathing. Fear entered human memory in a new way. Children of Adam stood before lifeless bodies asking silent questions. Where did the breath go? Where did the strength go? Who controls life? No one answered. The sky remained silent. The earth remained firm. And humans felt alone. At first they remembered. They sat where the righteous once sat. They gathered where the wise once spoke. They marked places with stones so they would not forget. This stone reminds us of him. This place reminds us of her. No worship, only memory. But memory has weight, and weight becomes burden when knowledge fades. Generations passed. Children were born who never saw the righteous. They only heard stories. Stories slowly exaggerated. Stories slowly beautified. He was not just good. He was special. He was not just wise. He was chosen. Fear returned again. Storms destroyed crops. Wild animals attacked villages. Darkness swallowed nights. The children of Adam looked at the sky again. But the sky felt distant, silent, unreachable, and the stone was still there. The stone did not leave. The stone did not die. The stone did not disappear. So humans stood closer to stone. At first they spoke, then they whispered, then they begged. They believed the stone was a bridge, a connection, a reminder. But fear does not stop growing. The Quran warns that Satan does not force. He whispers. He beautifies. He promises safety. The Bible warns that humans slowly replace trust with objects made by their own hands. The Torah commands clearly not to carve forms for worship. Yet fear is louder than command when hearts forget. The children of Adam faced nature without understanding. Thunder roared, lightning struck, earth shook. They asked again, who controls this? Who protects us? Instead of seeking the unseen Creator, they looked for something near, something solid, something visible. Stone became answer. Stone became God. Not because stone had power, but because humans gave it fear. This was the birth of idol worship. Not rebellion, not hatred of God, but fear mixed with ignorance. As people spread across lands, this fear traveled with them. In the lands between rivers, humans faced floods. So they feared water. They carved gods of rivers and rain. In dry lands, humans feared hunger. So they worshipped fertility stones. In cold lands, humans feared darkness. So they worshipped fire. Every fear found a stone. The children of Adam stopped asking who created us. They began asking which God controls this. Stone divided humanity. Tribes formed around idols. Villages defended their gods. Blood was spilled for lifeless objects. And yet, humans felt comfort. Why? Because stone did not speak. Stone did not judge. Stone did not demand morality. Stone allowed desire. Stone allowed power. Stone allowed control. Leaders used stone to rule. Priests used stone to command. Fear became a system. The Creator was still there, but forgotten. Prophets would come later, but in this moment humanity was falling. This is where your story truly begins. As the children of Adam multiplied, the earth grew crowded with fear. Every generation carried less memory of the Creator, and more memory of danger. When people no longer remembered why they feared, they began fearing everything: the sky, the earth, the night, the unknown. So they tried to name fear. They tried to shape fear. They tried to control fear. And fear took the form of gods. In the lands between the great rivers, the children of Adam built the first mighty cities. They watched water give life and take life. Floods destroyed homes. Droughts killed crops. So they believed water had will. They carved stone gods of rivers. They bowed so floods would spare them. They did not deny the Creator. They pushed him far away. They said, "These stones are closer. These stones listen." In Egypt, death ruled the human heart. Bodies decayed. Loved ones vanished into sand. Fear of ending consumed them. So they carved stone faces promising eternity. They wrapped bodies. They built monuments. They prayed to statues for life beyond death. Stone became hope, not because it was true, but because fear demanded comfort. In the Indus lands, people feared barrenness, fear of empty wombs, fear of hunger. So stones symbolized life, growth, fertility. In distant eastern lands, ancestors became objects of fear and honor. Stones became their presence. Worship blended with memory. Everywhere the same pattern repeated: fear, stone, submission. The Quran tells us that Satan promised safety through illusion. He made people believe that what they made with their hands could protect them. The Bible warns that humans exchanged the truth for a lie, and worshipped creation instead of the Creator. The Torah speaks of how power corrupted hearts through idols. Stone worship spread because it offered control. If a god can be carved, it can be owned. If a god can be owned, it can be used. Kings realized this. They placed stones in temples. They claimed to speak for gods. They demanded obedience. Priests rose. Rules were written. Fear was managed. The Creator who demanded justice was replaced by stones that demanded offerings. Morality faded. Stone never said do not. Stone never said be honest. Stone never said protect the weak. Stone only demanded ritual. Humanity felt safe. But humanity became hollow. Wars followed. One tribe attacked another, not for land, but for whose god was stronger. Stones were carried into battle. Blood soaked earth, and fear grew deeper. Still the sky remained silent, because humans no longer looked up. This was the deepening fall, and still prophets had not yet shaken the earth. This was the world forming that they would later confront. Time moved forward and fear became tradition. Children of Adam were now born into worlds already shaped by stone. They did not remember the beginning. They inherited fear. Cities grew. Empires expanded. Stones stood taller than humans. In Babylon, massive temples touched the sky. People believed gods lived inside walls. They feared stars. so they worshipped the heavens through stone. In Greece humans feared chaos, so they created gods for every emotion. Love, war, wisdom, storm. Each fear had a face. Each face was carved. In Rome power itself became divine. Emperors turned into living stones. People bowed to men because fear had fully lost direction. In ancient India fear of cycles, birth, death, rebirth, turned stone into endless symbols. In China harmony and ancestors became sacred. Stone guarded memory. Fear of forgetting shaped worship. Every civilization believed it was different, but all were driven by the same root. Fear without knowledge. Then voices rose. Prophets walked among the children of Adam, not as kings, not as stone makers, but as reminders. The Bible speaks of voices calling people back to the unseen, breaking idols with words, shaking hearts. The Torah thundered commandments: do not bow, do not carve, do not replace the Creator. The Quran shattered idols with truth, reminding humanity that stone neither hears nor sees. Some listened, many resisted, because stone was comfortable. Stone did not ask people to change. Stone did not ask people to be just. Stone did not ask people to control desire. The Creator did. So fear chose comfort, yet idols kept falling. Empires collapsed. Stones broke. Civilizations turned to dust. But the struggle never ended. Because stone worship was never really about stone. It was about fear. Even today stones exist, not always carved, not always visible. We fear poverty, so we worship money. We fear weakness, so we worship power. We fear insignificance, so we worship status. Different shapes, same stone. And this is why this story matters. Because you are a child of Adam, and the journey from fear to faith still lives inside you. If this story felt like it was speaking to you, if it felt familiar, that is because it is your story. Stay with this channel. Walk this journey with us. Learn how humanity moved from Adam to now, and how you can recognize the stones in your own life. This is your channel. This is your history. This is your journey.